to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gulmer and a podcast engineer here. I'm excited to another episode of Mastery of Connections with our very own Master Connector, as we affectionately call him, or Alan Holmes. That we've been doing the show since, February? And so it's a weekly show. We do here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific. And it's kind of all about making connections and collaborating, networking, and so on. As someone likes to say, it's not about me, it's about we. So with nothing further ado, I'm going to bring in Alan here. So Alan, welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be around the world. This is Alan Holmes, Master Connector, or for this Master of Connections, MC Holmes. Today is a little bit different. As always, we never know we're going to get here. Just wanted to, first of all, begin by saying thank you. And when I say thank you to the listening audience around the world by being part of the Master of Connections. And a lot of times we have guests, sometimes we do, sometimes we give updates. But today is more of a thank you day, October 9th. Miss Kimberly, making up names now, Miss Emily Gomer and Mr. Kurt Roscoe, who's been part of this amazing mission. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. And with that said, I just wanted to, before I jump off here, because there are some other Mastery of Connection resources that have to take care of, but we're going to leave you in the caring hands of Mr. Kurt Roscoe and Miss Emily Gomer. But I want to, in addition to thanking them, I also want to thank the World of Abilities, the Disability Channel, Project Die Hard, uh, the EC Marketing for All, Mr. Christian Mendez, and Jay Storian, and for those around with gifts and ideas who have yet to step into the world of the Massive Connections, we're looking for you and we thank you and appreciate everything you have. See, dreams are just ideas that are not come to fruition with yet. And whether you have ability or a disability, we are here for the world of ability and the Massive Connections, because sometimes it is about caring for others. And for those around the world, especially in the Florida area, our hearts are going out to you. We love you. We're thinking of you. And please let us know how we can be of service to you in any capacity of getting the word of what you need. And with that, I'm going to say, bid you goodbye, but to give you and bring you back into the world of Mastery of Connections with our Emily Gomer, our podcast engineer, and Kurt Roscoe. They'll have you in good hands, and they're going to give some great updates on you being a future guest or just stopping by and letting us know how we can be of service to you. I love you. We love you. I know you. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of your family each and every week right here on the Master of Connections. Take it away, Miss Emily.
So thank you, Alan. So yeah, we have some great things going on. Um, so we have other shows as a part of the network as well, besides this one. So like our flagship show of the network, World of Ability, on Saturdays. And then we have like World of Nutrition, Conversation for All, by Christian and AC Marketing for All, Revolutionizing Marketing, and on Fridays, right after Christian show, which is at 3, and Revolutionizing Marketing is at 4, that's Central Time. And then we have PDH Mission Monday on Mondays at 6:30. And then Blue Collar Crypto on Sundays at 4 and 5:30. And then the SB Bridge Show on Tuesday mornings at 11 a.m. And World of Pets at 8 o'clock p.m. And then this evening, we have the Ability MK Now, and followed by the TDC Today Show. And World Nutrition is on the second Friday of the month. And then we have the Listen program, which is a once a month show on the last Sunday here in the US, and then Monday we're over in Australia because the host John is over in Australia. So it'd be Monday morning for them. And so we'd love to have, and then we have this show, Master of Connection. So we'd love to have you on any of those shows. We also have other things going on, but to kick us off, I have Kurt here, so Disability Ally and co-founder of this network and so on. So Kurt, welcome. You have anything you'd like to say today?
Yeah, I want to keep building from what you brought forward, Emily. What does what you all just said have to do with mastery of connection?
Well, I mean, well, all of them are shows that can be on, but it's also a way to connect with like other people and get your message out there, or your name and organization out there, and that's on. And so is that okay? What you were looking for? Does that answer your question, Kurt? Or is there something more?
Well, I'm going to take both. I'm going to have best of both worlds. So yeah, we're getting right on track here. We're building it out, and diving into the inspiration of the show and kind of what this wheelhouse and work and production and co-creation is all about. So what does this all have to do with what you do, Emily?
Well, just kind of like helping with the I guess maybe sort of the like coordination of it all and the whole like live streaming of everything, and letting everybody know what's going on and so on. Right, Kurt?
Hey, if you're doing it, that's what you say you're doing, then that's what
well,
you're
I mean,
doing.
it's a little bit, to an extent. Like promotion of things. So, but yeah, that's but yeah, we have other things going on, not just the shows, but so yeah, we'd love to have everybody on one of the shows. Is there more that you're looking for, Kurt, or does that answer your question?
Well, again, I'm going to take the best of both worlds. We're going to connect it. We're going to do the mastery of it, which means we're thorough and considering alternative viewpoints. So Emily, when you invite this, that someone would connect to the show and share with us their mastery, and in them being in this show, they then are coming forth in their mastery of connection. How does that work? How does that work if somebody's like, I think I may want to, I'm not sure. How does it work, Emily? How do you explain what you're offering?
Well, if you're interested in joining us on one of the shows, so please connect with me, and then I can get you the link to join us, as well as like our YouTube link if you wanted to watch a previous show before coming on. Otherwise, get you the link to join us, as well as if I were to get a headshot and a bio of somebody coming on, promote them being on the show that way. and any more info about the show or anything like that. And then I encourage everybody to share the link to the lives afterwards to promote, get everybody to promote the show afterwards. And then encourage everybody to have their contacts connected with us as well, if they're interested or anything like that. So how it would go. For coming on a show. So does that answer your question, Kurt?
I think so, and we'll leave that up to our audience how they feel things are being understood here. Emily, how do our viewers connect to you for your mastery?
They can connect with me to be on a show. They can either connect with me through like LinkedIn or Facebook, or through my email of podcastengineer54@gmail.com. And or just let me know a message if you're in a meeting. I'd reach out to you, but otherwise, yeah, catch me through social media or email. That'd be the best way. So good. I know we have some other events going on. Would you like to talk about any of those?
Well, we're going to take a real gamble here, Emily. We're like really taking a chance here. Are our viewers going to go away because you're doing this? I don't know. Do they like events? Do they like to see what they can get, with your events, or what your events are all about? Who's to know? But I guess if you're game, I'm game, and we'll see if our audience is game. Let's see how we connect and get them into the mastery of your events.
So showing out we have a few events coming up here in the next couple of months. So one of them is we're working with a platform called Easy Expo. Which is your own virtual booth, like a conference. But we're having met the founder through the Happy Neighborhood Project. You can register as an attendee to see the other booths, and I can create a booth for someone if you are interested. I want to have everybody have a booth. And so we're having a couple events coming up here. First one being in just like a couple of weeks here on October 24th. The other one is December 5th. To maybe demo or go through answering questions about Easy Expo, as well for any one new or would like to go over it again, as well as having like a little bit of a speaker series as well between noon and 6 p.m. Central on both days. And I'd love to have everybody join us, but Kurt, do you want to add anything to that event?
Well, the idea of Easy Expo is to be, kind of a facilitation of mastery of connection for you. Emily, this show is on Easy Expo, right?
Yes, yeah. Master of Connections has a booth. Yes. Thank you,
Okay,
Catherine. First,
so
yes, Master of Connections has a booth.
yeah, so you have a Mastery of Connection boost. So you will see how Emily has a graphic picture there that's associated with Mastery of Connection, this show, this live stream, this podcast. And either, Emily, are you doing for the video? Is the video showing, a past episode, or do you and Alan have an intro video, or what's the video that we look forward to at Easy Expo for Mastery of Connection?
I don't believe we have an intro video yet, but they could see like past right now. They'd see like past episodes of shows.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, so you're saying in the video spot of the booth will be one of our past episodes to give an example of what this show is all about. Is that what we're understanding?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll have information in the announcements how people that are looking at the booth can come in and join this conversation you and I are having in a future show, right?
Right. That's
All right.
correct.
Yeah. So basically, Easy Expo becomes a self-help center, and it's very interactive and user-friendly. It is a virtual event platform. And so Emily is going to be hosting the activities on Easy Expo during the time we're on Zoom. So basically, we're going to come on Zoom to have the gathering and to have the facilitated event and to have that interaction for orientation, have the speaker series and everything going in the Zoom environment. But then people are going to be able to use Easy Expo as a tool to make sure they're not missing anything about the speaker or the event, and have a little do-it-yourself center, a self-help center that is Easy Expo. And our event is called Ability Fest because we're all about inclusion, accessibility, accommodation, global public inclusive infrastructure, web content accessibility guidelines. We're into multimedia, so that whatever way, shape, or form people best learn and go through information, we are putting it into all of the multiple formats so people can pick and navigate and have their journey and their participation with us as ideal as possible for them by their choosing. So we do all of our work here like a menu of option, a buffet style. People can look over the enormity of what Emily puts together, proclaim like we all do, OMG, EMG, M is her middle initial. I believe it stands for magnitude. I don't know. Whatever you think it is, take your guess. So here we go. So yeah, and with this event, it's inspired by our friend out of California, another friend out of California. We got all these Californian friends. It's amazing. One of them is Coach K. Coach K for you. And so he basically inspired us already for July 4th with our Independence Day holiday to have a gathering. And he more was pointing us to December. And we're elaborating how we're going to do this December 5th event. And we have such an appetite for this stuff. Emily got encouraged to consider October. And so there you go. Here Emily is making October Rocktober. There it is. Rocktober with Emily Gulmer. So here we go. We're in show business, folks. We're in entertainment. We're about education. We're about a knowledge commons. We learned about the power of a knowledge commons and the mastery of making all information and education available to everybody through the Mutual Aid Network. Emily and I serve as working board members of Humans United in Mutual Aid Networks. So these are all little teasers about how you're going to come into Emily's event on October 24th, where she is your super helper. Check her out on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/in/superhelper0. The digit 0. so here we go. Link in with Emily and not miss a beat in what she's doing in her trail, blazing a trail. And, Emily is learning in this mastery of connection the opportunity to be of greater service. Do you feel that force in your life, Emily? That as much as you are of service to everybody, as much as you're a super helper, you still feel that you're growing and growing and that people are like eating you up. They have such an appetite for Emily Gulmer and all this help, all this super help by the super helper, Emily Gulmer. Do you feel that you're still growing and you're still figuring out how you can be even more helpful than you were yesterday? And looking to tomorrow, how am I going to be more helpful? Is that what you're feeling on your journey, Emily?
Yeah. Yeah. So the helping people.
Yeah. So Emily knows, and I think Alan knows, and our friends that know me pretty decently, and my wife Sue. Many around the world know that my family and I, we are in membership to the Pewaukee Lake Water Ski Club. And so we've been doing show skiing. With our daughter, she's been doing it all her life. She was born into show skiing, almost like I was. I just was born into it from my blood relation, my mother and aunts. I remember them performing water ski shows. I have vague memories that I think I was only like 5 or 6 years old, and I have these very vague recollections of being on the shoreline, and they're whipping back and forth and getting into their costuming for what they're doing out on the water and getting their ski and getting hooked up to the boat. I kind of remember the scurrying around, that performers have to do to be in the right position, for ski shows. With the event on October 24th, again, entertainment, education, and getting a glimpse into everything that Emily is helping us keep track of as a virtual assistant. And then with the capacity in the format of these podcasts. So with mastery of connection for Emily, it really for her is manifesting as a podcasting connection or the podcast connection. And take a look at this story and how we even got here. Emily, back up the train. How did we even come to connect to our master connector? How did that come to be? What's the story behind this story with Alan Holmes? How did this even come to be a thing for you that you even know this guy?
We met Alan through the Happy Neighborhood Project, which is a business networking group that was started a number of years ago by our Chief Happiness Officer, Edwin, who's all about spreading happiness around the world. And so, and I mean, maybe, oh God, I can't talk today. The Happy Neighborhood Project, the happiest place in the world for business people. But yeah, we met Alan too there, and just with his whole mantra of being our master connector, and his I don't know if fashion's the right word, but for us of the whole like networking and making connections and so on. And with our work and I've been doing with the other podcasts, we just kind of offered this to them, and kind of how it started from what I'm aware of at the moment, right, Kurt?
I think we got to get to a place, Emily, where people just kind of know if Emily says it, well, then it must be right. And if you're not sure why, just ask Emily. She'll tell you. All right, there we go. You got to have a little fun while we're getting it done. And, so again, with the October 24th event, Emily, what is our speaker lineup? Run us through the speaker lineup. Who do you have in store? When are they speaking? What are they speaking on? What are we looking forward to at this event?
Oh boy. I believe we have. I believe we might have Jason McNamara from the No More 9 to 5 Club. Talking. We might have Maury Zelkovich with the whole brainwave entrainment talking as well. And I think we have some other people. I'm not remembering at the moment, but it should have some great. Oh, then I think we're gonna have Christian maybe talking as well. And to other people, so stay tuned for the and Santa Papa John. And so stay tuned for the other great people that we would have talking. And so it should have a great lineup of people. So that's what I have to say about our speakers. But if anyone is interested in being a speaker about any, let me know. And we can get that figured out. As well. Okay.
There we go. I'm starting to think we can have some fun with Santa Papa John, because there's this thing of, are you Santa approved? But Emily, you seem to really strive for being Special K approved. Is that what this is about? Are you seeking
No. No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bolster some confidence, and we're going to have Emily come forth in, really knowing that she's the authority and that she can just tell us how it is, and we can hear her now and believe her later. What do you think of that, Emily? Huh?
Okay.
It looks like I'm blowing your mind, Emily. Hey, maybe I'm blowing some of the spectators' minds too, huh? What do you think? We got the going on? Are we, really getting those brain wrinkles deepening there and, getting some more
Right.
wrinkles in gray matter?
Yes. But anyway, so that's one event. Then we have other events coming up here soon. So for anybody who knows of Jerry Lewis and his like Labor Day telethon from back in the day, we met a guy named Stu out of Florida who's looking to have that type of telethon on December 15th. And he and Miss Lori have a show called the Stu and Lori Variety Hour. And so they're looking to have telethon and some big names and so on. So if anybody's interested in knowing more, connecting with that, let us know. And also, we're having a holiday event over Christmas between the 24th and 26th with Santa Papa John and another Santa over in the UK, Santa Mike, and the whole community pay it forward program. It's Zach Clayton. So that's going to be like a 37-hour event. So if you'd like to know more information or be connected with that, to let us know that as well. But Kurt, do you want to say any more about either of those two things?
Well, a 37-hour event, I think that's what it's like working with you every day.
Right.
But holy smokes, yeah, we're really pouring it on, aren't we? 37 hours of programming. That'll be something people plug into and go back to for the whole month ahead. That'll be like a New Year's resolution. Let's finish watching the entirety of, a miracle of a community that cares. Doesn't that seem like a nice holiday tradition, to watch that? Maybe it'll be a new epic, show that will be, one of these novelties of, making it a December to remember and, really steering people to think about, what they could be thinking about for New Year's resolutions. A lot of times we're just thinking of ourselves, but maybe a New Year's resolution is in terms of our outward focus, kind of who we are might manifest in our community. So, well, and Emily, the other thing is the Stu and Lori Variety Hour. Folks can check out the channel. So when you go to the Stu and Lori varietyhour.com, you can check out their channel and have access to these high quality shows. And Stu is very excited about the shows being added to the channel, and he's very excited about working with Emily. He's really getting into this OMG EMG factor here and really making it part of his business model. So way to go, Emily, in what you're building up in a strong future with Stu, with you. So Emily, I kind of want to look at this mastery of connection. And, as we connect, it's very effective to pick up on, kind of what is going on with the person we're connecting to. So right now, this show has been about connecting to you. And, people have been observing your little nuances, your little gestures, your tendencies, your, semantics, and, just kind of how you do and how you communicate and everything. And, obviously in the decades of your life, Emily, the way life has been for you has kind of created this trajectory where this show is like a snapshot of kind of how you manifest, what you think, should be done right here, right now in the show, as compared to everything you've ever done since you've been born. So, Emily, you want to describe that a little bit? Share with the audience kind of how connection is evolving for you. And I know it's evolving because I met that Emily Gulmer of 2020. And folks who know you will say the Emily Gulmer of 2020, is a different rendition of the amazing person that Emily is. And today we have an experience of Emily shifting and trying out different things and playing different roles and coming to new shows like this here, Mastery of Connection. This show is not available in 2020. 2024, it sure is. And here we are doing it. Emily, describe that. What has all this connection meant for you? And give us a reflection of connection and how it's changed for you across 4 years, 2020, 2024, and then 4 decades of life prior. How does it all fit together? Give us an idea of this person that we are connecting to. The autobiography.
I think the biggest thing, or one of the things, or I guess a couple of the things that kind of drove this is, first of all, meeting Kurt, and then the other thing was, probably the other biggest thing was finding out about the Happy Neighborhood Project. Because if it wasn't for the Happy Neighborhood Project, I don't think we'd sort of be where we are right now. Because the Happy Neighborhood Project, with all of the people that we've met through there, and from all the different places, like from between here in the U.S. to Australia to Europe to South America, Africa, like all places, Asia, like yeah, I think that was really helpful, like meeting all of the people that through there, and being able to collaborate on the things that we have. I think has kind of brought this about, because if I don't think if it had been for that being, I certainly wouldn't have met all the people that I have, and and doing like all the things that some of the things I've been doing lately. So that's been a way to chance to help meet new people and to work on this whole like connecting and collaborating and side of things. Just been very cool and fun and interesting journey. So, if that answers your question, Kurt.
See, there you go. The super helper checking in if it's helped at all. So I would say, yeah. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that we're not skating away from the October 24th event too quickly here to be too hasty, because October 24th is United Nations Day. And to the point of how we celebrate the Happy Neighborhood Project and the work of Edwin, which has been celebrated, Edwin has been recognized for his work in spreading happiness around the world. So United Nations Day is a big day for all of our happy neighbors and the, happy family, as we put it together with our very resident diva, Denise Vargas. And we also, through the Happy Neighborhood Project, through great mastery of connection, we have made a connection to a podcast master. And so this gentleman is named Josh Tapp. So we are evolving a friendship with Josh Tapp, and he's got Pantheon FM. If you have not checked out Pantheon FM, please do check it out. And he has on Thursdays a networking roundtable, and that starts at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time and goes for looks like potentially a couple hours, but we have an event there. And then with the Happy Neighborhood Project on the 24th, we have right at the same time as Emily's event starts, the HMP Lunch and Learn. So that's an option for folks if they're going to hop on HMP Lunch and Learn or join Emily with the Easy Expo event. But that's the situation there. We'll keep you tuned to what the speaker is over on the Go Brunch side with HMP. But Emily's got a friend, Don Crumlin, as does Alan Holmes. And I believe Christian knows Don. Does that sound right, Emily, that our friend Christian would probably know Don too, or no?
Possibly, but I'm not sure at the moment.
Yeah, so
this
is all in the spirit of mastery of connections. So we consider that, is it looking to be helpful that we check in, and if they don't have a connection, that we do a professional business introduction, that we become the ambassadors of that potential connection between two people that could start to build their future together. So Coach K is another one that, Emily, I'm going to presume Coach K would be presenting at some time during the day on the 24th. Would that be true?
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. All right. So stay tuned on further news with Coach K for you. And then I have here Kim. Maybe this is a separate event, but I have a speaker note here, Kim Vigsbo. And I have SOTG. So I have a note there that we have to make sure to coordinate our business during your event with Kim Vigsbo. And then we have Christine Bernat. And we have Becca Hessel. And other than that, I think you pretty much covered it. I just added those notes to help us really, polish off our list and, make sure we're not missing anybody and get that coordination today. Because as you said, it's only 2 weeks away. And then, Emily, I would request that we put in a Trent Simmons birthday party component. His birthday won't be till the next day. But to our point, we can use our Eastern world approach where while we're in our event on our calendar, the 24th, you go east around the world and it'll be on their calendar, Trent's birthday, October 25th. And then there is a posting on Trent's birthday party from out of Zurich, Switzerland on Saturday, October 26th. So those are things kind of be aware of as we're finishing up October. And then I want to make sure, in the spirit of our birthday party here at Mastery of Connection, what a great way to evolve your mastery and connection, but not to forget to wish people a happy birthday. And if it's not their birthday, say, hey, Emily, happy non-birthday, because it's not her birthday today. So we can wish her a happy non-birthday. Happy non-birthday, Emily. But to the scope of birthdays, everybody can mark their calendar for Saturday, November 30th. Emily is going to be running a Special K birthday extravaganza, complete with shakedown, podcasting, Ability Now, checking in with Cece. It's not the routine of her show, but we want to have Cece in the party if we can. If you can make that happen, Emily, we're going to keep on going for the next 7 weeks on all of the birthday wishes that Emily's going to make true. It's going to be the Special K Make-A-Wish Foundation that is our super helper, Emily Gomer, and she's going to be putting out the details out there on Eventbrite, replicating it over to Facebook, duplicating the entry over to LinkedIn, and have it all over the place so that the whole world can celebrate the birthday of Special K, yours truly, Kurt Roskoff. Really?
Yep.
There you go. So with that, Emily, what's next?
I think I'd like to wish everybody, or thank everybody for tuning in today. And again, we are here every week on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific. And love to have everybody join us. Either as a guest or for sure tuning in to YouTube Live, Facebook Live, LinkedIn Lives, and like, share, comment, and so on. And so I hope everybody can join us back next week. We'll possibly potentially have next week to see who we have as a guest. If it's our speedboat racing around the world guest or somebody else, so stay tuned. And so, Kurt, do you have any last words here?
Yeah, just say a welcome to Connect for me to learn about the mastery you practice in your life. I would love to learn and see how we could participate together in what each other does. And for sure, if you have anything that would be, in good fashion, that I participate in things on your side, definitely would love to connect. I welcome it, invite it, and I welcome texts and phone calls anytime, 24/7. I use Google Voice. So with that Google Voice, no matter what my situation is, I have Google Voice set up. Like right now in the podcast, anybody call me now is getting my voicemail. So with the magic of Google Voice, it all works. Don't have to feel like you're going to be rude calling me at 3 a.m. like Emily does and so forth. it's all good because Google Voice, allows me to just set it up the way I need so nobody disturbs my sleep. And that is 262 372 one ski. That's 262 372 1754. And you can also, spam me in my inbox. Kurt, K-U-R-T, at spiritofthegame.org. And obviously, I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek and whimsical and just cracking a dad joke there by talking about spamming. If you want to, you can. But most people are just sending me very select emails, which is great. KURT at spiritofthegame.org. Let's connect and let's grow our mastery together. Mastery for all with EC Marketing for All. Partnered up here with MC Holmes, straight out of Compton, Alan Holmes, and be a part of the tribe here. We'd love to have you. Emily, that's it for me. I'm turning it over to you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. See you next time.